Every 90 minutes, someone is diagnosed with ALS and someone dies from it. That's according to the ALS Association, and that's why they're working tirelessly for our community to fight and end it. They want you to join them. Here now to talk about ALS and the upcoming walk to defeat it is Steve Beckvar, the VP of Sports and Entertainment for the ALS Association, and Jesse Ibarra, a veteran living with ALS. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Great to be here.
You know, I want a reminder of yours, just shorthand, we hear Lou Gehrig's disease, we hear ALS. What is it and why is it so sinister?
Carlo, it's unfortunate, but there's no cure for ALS. Lou Gehrig made the speech 85 years ago, luckiest man speech. There's currently 3 approved FDA treatments to slow the progression, but no cure. Simply, your mind is fine, your body gives up on you.
Jesse, we have the walk coming up. You've been living with ALS. How important is it for you, as someone who's fighting this, to get people to come and get involved and be a part of this?
Well, we need the support from the community. The funding is what will help bring more promising therapies out for, I'm an exception. I've been around for 7 years. Most people die 2 to 5 years.
Right.
And I've been on 2 meds that have, I believe, prolonged my life. So that's why we need the funding. And your participation helps in getting that.
And Steve, we were talking beforehand, you know, that funding to research and produce these medications, a lot of that happens or ends up here in San Diego. And we say made some remarkable progress recently.
You know, Carlo, amazing progress. This past year in 2023, the first and only FDA-approved treatment for the genetic side of ALS was researched at UCSD and then finished up at Ionis Pharmaceuticals in Carlsbad. It's making remarkable adjustments for our families to live longer.
Jesse, for you living with it, without getting into too much detail, how much of a challenge is every day, both emotionally and physically?
Well, you know, the thing about getting a terminal diagnosis is it just wipes out any future you think you might have. But that's really not true. I mean, you can create a future to live into. For me, it's affected my upper body and my speech. So far, my legs are good, which I'm happy about. But, you know, you just have to keep going.
We're making progress. You know, as you mentioned, we finally developed some pathologies that actually work. But what do we need now more than anything else to keep the ball rolling?
You know, Carlos, the awareness, exposure, the Walk to Defeat ALS in 2 weeks is our biggest annual event. Certainly we have 2 clinics here in San Diego, ALS clinics that we fund and support. But to your point, the research right now is really critical.
Jesse, for people out there, they may not have anybody they know or love who has ALS. Why would you tell them it's important to get involved? Why should they be there?
Well, especially here in San Diego, the veteran population that we have. Maybe you're not aware, veterans are 2.5 times more likely to acquire ALS, and they don't know why.
Wow.
So I would challenge and ask all the veterans out there to show up for the walk, help us fundraise, because, you know, there's a possibility that someone you know, someone you served with might come down with this.
And if nothing else, you could be helping out somebody who really needs it, somebody who needs a cure.
Yeah.
We need to find that. And who can be involved and how do they get involved?
You know, go to als.org.
Okay.
There's more information on the walk, Carlo, but we just want people to show up. Mission Bay, De Anza Cove, October 6th. The Aztec men's basketball team will be there. The women's team will be there. The Aztec community will be there. But we ask all participants and people in San Diego, come out and just walk.
Jesse, Steve, thank you for being here. Jesse, thank you for your service. You're an Air Force veteran. We appreciate you and really appreciate what you guys are doing to find a cure for this, all this effort.
Thank you, Carlo.
A couple of weeks ago, again, it's Sunday, October 6th, 8:30 a.m., De Anza Cove. You're invited and you can take part. Heather?